Hello everyone. Hello Laura and Hill, Elena, Preston. Justin, yes, I can see your comments now. They're visible. Hi Rosemary. Can you hear me? Okay. Hi Terry. I'm Frank. Hi Jordan. So I think we're all good to go for tonight. We'll wait a few minutes. We'll start at 7, so everyone is a little early, including me, which is nice. It's always good to be early, or a little early, I guess. Hello Leonka, good to see you again. Thank you, Special Olympics Alberta, for having me. Love to be here. Hi Laurie, hi Cassie. Heather, I see. Heather Twells. Is it Kiefer's birthday? Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. We're up to 24 people online so far. How many do you think we get today? How many were there last week? Do you remember? Hi Chrissy. Erica Manson is in the house. Nice, thank you. Hi. $60 people last week. Fantastic. See if we can make that today. We're up on 28. 3 minutes to go. What do you think? Are we gonna do it? 68. Good to hear, Jordan, that you're keeping your body healthy. Let me give you a couple of tips more tonight. Your mind and body, actually. Not only your body, also your mind. Hey Megan, thanks for joining. We're on 35. See if we can make the 68, 60. Hi Brittany. Hello Darby. And Andrew is in the house. Good evening to you. Very nice. Very good. Lori, do you need a bubble or a bubble wrap? So you won't get hurt. Bubble wrap would work. I will. Yes, I love to be coming back tonight. All right, 1 minute to go. We're at 37. Let's hope for more. Let's make the 40. 38. Hi Nick. Hi Dylan. Hi Lindsay. And Sarah McCarthy is there. That's nice. Hi. Lots of people. Okay, it's 7 o'clock on my computer, and we're sitting at 43. Now I would expect that the number will go up a little bit more as we're starting here. Oh, I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to Maximize Mondays again. It's the second series, second Monday. So I hope that you had a good start of your track last week. How was your week? And I'm going to ask you a couple of questions because I know that you had a plan. I know that you had all these activities and maybe some workouts. So maybe a question to start off with as we're getting started here. Give me a thumbs up if you had a good week to start your trek climbing that mountain. Hi Carla. Thumbs up if you had a good week, which means that you did maybe all activities that you were planning to do. You set your goals and you achieved them. Thumbs up. Maybe you had some good workouts. Maybe you're eating healthy. Think about your nutrition, water and hydration. And maybe, I'm not sure, I see it on the website. Is anyone using this fitness tracker? I see it on the bottom of the page, where basically you can keep track about how long you work out, how many total fruits and vegetables you're eating, or 1 to 5, that would be super on a day. How much bottles of water you're drinking. So are you using that fitness tracker? Because that would be very helpful. You can kind of monitor yourself as the week goes on. And then you can kind of see if you make those goals. I see thumbs up. I see thumbs up. That's good. So again, thumbs up if you had a good week, you know. You left base camp on your way to the peak there. And you made your first strides. First week, first activities, first workouts. So give me 2 thumbs up if you also learned something new. If you did something new. Something that you did not know before. Something that you didn't do before. So a thumbs up if you did your program and it worked out. 2 thumbs up if you learned something new. Okay? So I know that there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm going to wait to see if there are some double thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. Good workouts, good program, and you learned something. And then obviously I'm really interested to know. Hi Thomasina, nice to see you again online. A lot of thumbs up, double thumbs up. That's great. Okay. Yeah, keep going. So 1 thumbs up, you did your program. You kept track of how you were doing it throughout the week, and exercise and nutrition. Maybe some other activities, filling in the bingo card. 2 thumbs up if you learned something new. And what is it that you learned last week? What is something that you did new? By the way, we're on 59 people right now. Awesome. 60. Yes, we made the mark. Thank you. Welcome everyone. That's awesome. Now, I'm also wanting to know if, as you're, putting in your answers about what you've learned, if maybe there was a little bit of a difficult week. You did some, but not all. It's kind of halfway, I guess you don't have a emoji for that. I'm not sure what to do. But anyway, some things worked out, some things not so much. So it's kind of halfway. It's okay. You always want to maintain what works well, and maybe you would like to think about what you can do better this week. How about that? You just improve a little bit this week. That's nice. And obviously there's also a thumbs down, like, that wasn't a good week. I really slacked. I really slacked off. I really was procrastinating. I wasn't on time. I didn't do all my homework. I wasn't quite focused. My mood was down. Not the best week. And I think we want to also recognize when we don't have such a great week. And then we want to kind of wrap that up, put it aside, and start over this week. How about that? Walking lots, fitness goal. Excellent. Very good. Okay, so that's about last week. You get your trek started. You left base camp. You're making your strides kind of through the meadows and the forest, and the hills and the mountains are looming. So there's still more work to do, like 7 more weeks before you kind of maybe reach that peak. So that's fine. You have your time, but do what you can do every week, or what you can do every day. And you don't have to do it all at the same time. You can take your time. to accomplish some of those goals. 3 today, 4 tomorrow, another 3 the next day, and by the end of the week you have accomplished a lot. So that should give you some motivation. Okay, so thank you so much. Welcome everyone. We've just had a little bit of a reflection on last week. You kind of decided for yourself how your week was. Thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, a little in between, maybe not so good. Okay, let's start from here. So, new week, new chances, right? And here we go. So, do you remember last week I ended with this one? Heart. Heart. And I was promising that we're going to do heart work. Okay? First we're going to do a little bit of head work, and then we're going to do a little bit of heart work. Okay? I'm going to explain some of that to you. And you know, we went through all the different mental skills last week and things that you can do. We talked about motivation and goal setting and how you're going to start this new peak season, this new trek. And we're going to learn something new, or we're going to do something new today. And maybe not new for everyone, but I want to do this anyway because it's super important and it really helps us. It makes us better and healthier in our minds and bodies. So that's what we're going to do. Okay? So I'll come back to heart. And I'm gonna start with something that is kind of not so desirable, and we all have that at times. Stress. We may experience quite a bit of stress right now because we're all at home. We can't do the things that we want to do. We're stressing out over what's next or whenever we can do our thing again. That's really stressful. That's not very nice. But we just want to know and acknowledge that stress happens to us in many different ways. Okay? We can be stressed over a long time, over a short time, for things that you know you're going to be stressed about. Maybe you're late and you're in a rush. That causes stress. Sometimes you don't feel as well. Sometimes you just wonder or you're concerned. So there's many, many different things that can really help to make us stressed. Now, this is a normal human response. So it's not that, well, we want to minimize, we want to maybe kind of, prevent as much stress as possible, but it's going to happen once in a while. But we can actually deal with that. And that's what we're going to work on today. So it's really, really important to understand that, we are actually wired to manage stress. We can actually work through stress quite well. For the short term, for a little bit. But if it takes longer, if there's more, it becomes a little more difficult for us, and the impacts and the effects that it has on our mind and our bodies can be serious, or can be something you may notice. So let's think a little bit about what those signs and symptoms of stress are that we all have, and I'll share what tells me I am kind of stressed. So how do you know that stress is happening? What do you notice in your minds or in your bodies? That's my question here. I'm sure that some of your answers are coming in pretty quick here. And I just want to use some of your answers, and then I want to kind of build on them, and I want to give you some other examples. Chest pain, there's one. Yes, we start to feel very tight in the chest. We may start breathing a little bit more rapidly. Start to cry. My chest gets heavy. Those are the signs and symptoms that we may experience. Tightness in the neck. Yes, we tense up, we go like this. And we can only do that so long before we start hurting. So you gotta let go again, you gotta kind of make it a little bit more subtle and a little bit more smooth it out kind of thing. Fidgety, yes. Stomach ache, yes. My heart starts pounding, or my heart starts beating. Now, one of the things, sweat, that's the one that I wanted to talk about, because I know that I get a little stressed if I start to sweat right there from my temples all the way through my cheeks here. I'm just getting a little stressed, a little nervous, and I start sweating right there. Now, to be honest, I can also start sweating when I'm hot. You can see that, right? But when I'm not so hot, I may start sweating, okay? I may actually start to stutter a little bit. I may stumble over some of my words. I want to maybe talk quicker than I should. And so those are all things that are happening. And tummy pain, stomach ache, yes, headache, all of those things. Now, they're not nice. They're not very desirable. But we can see them as a tell sign. We can look at them like, okay, something is happening to me. And what I'm experiencing, what I'm feeling, what is happening is not something that I desire, is not really nice. It doesn't work for me. I'm not as good. So we should actually minimize some of that. And when we're thinking about one place in particular, that is the heart. I'm going to go back to my little picture here. The heart. The heart isn't not only starting to race maybe or pound or beat. The heart rate usually goes up a little bit, and it's kind of a normal reaction to what we're facing when we're kind of getting stressed. So therefore, you can understand that it's kind of a normal thing, but it's not a helpful thing. It's not as nice. So we may want to bring that heart rate down a little bit, and we want to kind of influence different things in good ways. Now, I made a little picture here. On the top end here is basically a very scattered graph, and this is what our heart starts doing. It's not only bouncing quick or beating quick, it speeds up and it slows down in all kinds of unpredictable ways. It's really erratic, and that's not really helpful. We can't think clear, we can't think straight, we feel miserable, we're reactive, we may get angry, we may get tense. So this is not very desirable. But what we want to look at is how we can change that in a different pattern, like that. This is a much smoother rhythm. Can you see that? Kind of the heartbeat speeds up and it slows down, and it speeds up and it slows down, and it speeds up and it slows down in a very predictable and very kind of smooth way. Now, this is not some kind of fiction I'm telling you. This is science. Like, I made only a little drawing on the paper, but I work with this all the time. You can actually trace this. You know, I put sensors on people, and then, you know, you can trace the heartbeat, and then you can actually train it so you get this type of pattern. And I can do that with you today because we are here online on Facebook Live. But what I can do is I can tell you a little bit about how we get there, what we can do to smoothen out that what I call heart rhythm. And we want to kind of start producing a nice rhythm. And that's an excellent way to limit the effects of stress. And you know what? This particular pattern we can replicate with our breathing. We can breathe like it shows in this pattern. As the graph goes up, we inhale, little transition, then we exhale, then we little transition, then we inhale again, and so forth. We can do that 2 or 3 times, but I think more importantly, we can do that 1 or 2 minutes. And then we're starting to see some effects. So a lot of people say, you know what, I've been told, I've learned that when you're getting stressed and when you're getting nervous, take a few deep breaths. And in the beginning, I was saying the same thing, but I've changed my mind, okay? Deep breaths can be good, but they can also be too much, okay? If you're, does this look relaxed? These are deep breaths, but it's not relaxed. So you want to do it different, and that's what we're going to practice, okay? We're going to practice this type of breathing, rhythmic breathing. There's actually a name for it. And we can actually breathe at a pace that is best for us individually. Now, I'm going to tell you something before we practice this. We're aiming for about 6 breaths a minute. Can you imagine? That's pretty slow. That is like 1 breath every 10 seconds. Now, if that's a little too slow, we can go with 7 breaths a minute or 8. But that's better than 12 or 15 or even more. So one of the things that we want to practice in our breathing is doing it like this. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to teach you. Slow breathing. We're going to work on the rhythm in our breath. That's a really important part, and it's kind of nice if we can find good rhythm. And then also making it comfortable, almost effortless. Like you're breathing, but you're not really working hard for it. It actually flows. Now we're gonna practice some of that. So, when I talked about deep breathing, I've changed my mind, and you want to work on slow, rhythmic, comfortable breathing. And that is that is what helps us. That is what helps us becoming calm, maybe getting a clear head, maybe letting go of some of those tensions, maybe feel better inside ourselves. And by the way, it has an impact on the heart and the heart rate and how it speeds up and slows down. I already showed that to you. So we're gonna work on this pattern, okay, of breathing, and then it will have the same effect on how the heart rate speeds up and the heart beat speeds up and slows down. And now the heart is doing something really powerful because it starts to send signals into our brain. And the brain can come along with this type of pattern. Not when it's going like this. I mean, it's really difficult for the brain to follow suit. But if we make it a little bit better, our brain can actually follow along. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to work with our respiration, with our breathing, and we're going to do it in a way that it can have a positive effect on our heart rate. And if we have that positive effect on our heart rate, then we can actually have good positive effect on our brain. That's where we can maybe think better, feel better, focus better, make better decisions. All types of things that we typically do with our brain. So, you've been listening a little bit. This has been all head work because I had to explain it to you. And you had to listen and try to see if you understand it. And now we're going to actually practice. We're going to actually do an exercise that maybe has the effect that I'm talking about. And that is where we go into heart work. Okay? So we're going to impact the heart in a good way. And then the heart on its turn starts to impact our brain well. Now let's see how this works. So for the next few minutes that we're doing this exercise, I encourage you to leave the keyboard for what it is. Okay? There's no need for keyboarding. Okay? You can keyboard afterward again. But what I'd like you to do is be really with the exercise, with me, with yourself, and not really thinking about what you want to put in the chat. Now, maybe that'll be hard, but I think you can do it for, I don't know, it's going to take about 3, 4, or 5 minutes. Okay? So, let's see if we can bring the chatter down in the chat. And at this time, I'm asking you, I think most of you are sitting on a chair, maybe sitting on the couch, maybe you're sitting on a bed or lying on the bed. And I would like you to find a nice, good position. I'm going to see if I can show it a little bit to you. I'm going to change my camera. Like this. Okay? So I'm sitting on a chair. I have my hands in my lap on the armrests. I have my feet on the ground. And I have my back in the back of the chair. And I'm asking you just to follow along with what I'm doing. I'm just going to read out or talk out a little script, and I just want you to follow along and see if you can follow suit. Now, if you can hear me well, I invite you to close your eyes. If you don't want to close your eyes, you can just stare at the wall, or at the screen. But if you want to close your eyes, you can better focus on yourself, and that's what I'd like you to explore. And as you're sitting comfortably, maybe with your eyes closed, I would like you to notice how you feel supported, how your feet are supported by the floor, how your body is supported by the chair, how your arms and hands are supported by the armrest and your lap, how your back is supported in the chair, and how your head is supported on your neck. And just notice that you're finding yourself in a nice, comfortable position, just sitting. And then I would like you to turn your attention to your breathing in your belly. See if you can feel the breath in your belly. And just notice how you inhale, your belly expands a little bit. And as you exhale, your belly starts to contract a little bit. And start noticing the rhythm between the in-breath and the out-breath. The key to rhythm is time. So give yourself a little time for the in-breath to come all the way in. And give yourself a little time for the out-breath to come all the way out. Think of each breath as a wave in the ocean, and the waves never rush. Sit back, relax, and just notice a nice, slow rhythm in your breathing. With every breath, you can make it maybe a little slower, a little bit more comfortable. And start to notice the flow of the in and out breath in a nice, rhythmic way. And just enjoy this for a little bit. Just notice a few cycles in your breathing as you're paying attention to comfort and rhythm in a nice, slow and smooth way. Now this should maybe relax you just a little bit, and just enjoy that and allow yourself to flow with the rhythm of your breath. And as you're starting to notice that rhythm and you're starting to feel calm and easy, you can enjoy this for as long as you want. It has a healthy effect. It may not seem much, but it's huge. You can enjoy this for as long as you want. You can think about what you accomplished last week and how it made you feel. You can imagine what you can do this week and how you can do it. And every time your attention wanders, which it may, then just bring your attention gently back to your breath, to your breathing, to the rhythm in your breathing. And you're probably able to pick up that rhythm pretty quick again. And you can enjoy this for as long as you want. But at this point, I'd like you to open your eyes. It's the end of this exercise. Now, I'm going to have a few questions for you. Okay, so I'll come a little closer again. Curtis is calm. Caleb feels calm. Jordan feels calm. Nice. I feel calm too, because it has also a great effect on myself, of course. So that's awesome. So here's a few questions that you can ask yourself when you do an exercise like this. Was I able to tune into myself? Was I able to ground myself? Just get rid of everything that happened today and just sit in your chair and feel supported? Was I able to tune into myself? Was I able to tune into my breathing and noticing that rhythm? Was I able to optimize that rhythm, making it nice and slow and rhythmic and comfortable? Those are the goals that we're working on. So that's what I wanted you to experience. Some of you have done this before, I know, but this type of exercise is always good to do, especially when you're getting a little nervous, when you're getting a little stressed. This is an excellent way to bring yourself down, to have that nice impact on your heart rate, and it starts to transcend to the rest of your body and brain. So it's a really good exercise. Now, I'm also going to say this is not necessarily only good for when you're nervous or stressed. This is actually also really good for recovery. I use this motto a lot, you know, when you work hard, when you train hard, when you compete hard, you gotta rest hard, okay? Because you know that you can only make so much effort and your body needs to recover. And the recovery is super important so you can go at it again another time, the next set, or the next day. So it's super important to be doing this exercise as well to help your recovery, to help the resting part. So this is a mental training exercise that you're not only doing when you're getting a little worked up or frustrated or nervous or anxious, it's really good then, but you can also use it in a very different way, actually, to help your recovery. Now think about it. When you've done a good training session, how do you feel afterwards? Probably a bit tired. Well, your body is supposed to be tired because you've been working out, right? And it's easy then to rest. Your body needs the rest, okay? The activation that was taking place needs to be replaced by relaxation. Now you can do that with nutrition, you can do that with watching TV, you can do that with a breathing exercise like we did. So, you know, after your shower, maybe before you start doing something else, do this breathing exercise. Get into rhythmic, slow, comfortable breathing. You start to feel better. You're pumping your heart in the right way. And so it's an excellent way of providing real good balance between that strong effort that you're making and the recovery that needs to take place. So I'm just... Oh, there's a good question. I have a question. How do you recover with the back injury? I'm not sure what the type of back injury it is, but you know, if it's really hard on your breathing, it's probably not as comfortable, I guess. But there is maybe a bit of a difference. You know, are you talking about lower back? Are you talking about higher back? Because if you have some problems with your higher back, your breathing in your chest may be a little painful or uncomfortable. Maybe breathing through your belly may be a better way of doing it. You can actually check what you're doing when you're breathing. Am I breathing with my chest? Do I feel this hand move, or do I breathe with my belly? Do I feel this hand move? So you can check on this a little bit. And something else I want to suggest is that you may want to just take it easy. Remember when I was saying about slow, rhythmic, but also comfortable breathing? So don't overdo it. Just make it very comfortable. That's the whole point about comfortable. And so maybe some of that breathing may actually help to soothe you a little bit. And I know the back injury or pain or some other feeling may kind of take its own take a little bit of attention, and maybe see if you can shift your attention back to your breath. And that's sometimes also a good strategy. Curtis is asking, what does grounding mean? Well, it's basically, if you're standing, feeling yourself standing easily on the ground. If you're sitting, feeling yourself supported on the chair, by the floor. Now that's a physical thing because we're talking about standing or sitting. But how, it's the same idea when you think about mental or mind, about grounding. Okay, I need to touch the earth. I need to just stand on my 2 feet. I gotta just focus on that. Hope that works, Lori. I understand that it may not be easy, but just see what works. Okay, so what I wanted to do is not only show you a relaxation exercise that makes us all feel calm, which is really, really nice, but think about it when you would use that. So think about what you've learned tonight, and maybe this week, what would be opportunities actually to practice this. And why do I say practice? Because I want you to become good at it. Everyone, most people can get good at this. It's easy. You always have your breath with you. So why not use it? Why not use it in a way that actually helps you, that is healthy, that helps you be better? And so then, if you're thinking about practice, okay, well, maybe I should put it on my fitness tracker. Maybe I should do it 3 times a week. Now, you choose the days or you choose the times. Maybe you want to do it before a workout. Maybe you want to do it after a workout. Maybe you want to do it before you go to bed. All of those times are good. Maybe it's good at a different time, first thing in the morning. Why not? Just to start the day off feeling great. It's an excellent way to do it. So, when you say, okay, this is easy enough, I can do this. It's about breathing and doing it slow and rhythmic and comfortable, so I know it has good effect on my heart rate, and it has good effect on my mind and body. Then when do I practice it? So you probably have to set a goal. Probably you have to make yourself a note in the fitness tracker and say, okay, that's the day, that's the time that I'm going to do it. And that's how you become familiar with this practice. This is how you become better at this practice. At the beginning, I suggest you use maybe 1 or 2 minutes to get into this. Maybe even 1, 2, 3 minutes. Okay? Why? Because I know that when you do this for several minutes, let's say 6 or 7 breaths a minute, that's only 18 breaths or maybe 20 breaths, 21 breaths in that time. It's not that much, but that's where you can start. Then notice, then just go with the flow. And that's how you actually know that you're doing well. And if you, what I said, if you get distracted, sometimes we do, sometimes something we think about, just go back with your breathing, go back with the rhythm. It's kind of allowing our mind to be distracted and then bringing it back again. Sometimes we get distracted. Then when you know how this works, that you can pick it up. You can pick it up anytime. After a distraction, I can even do it when I'm talking with people. They may not notice, they may not see me breathe, but I do it for myself. I do it quietly. And so I can stay relaxed in a heated conversation. Wouldn't that be awesome? So people can become good at this, and that's what I'd like you to do. So I'm going to see you again at the end of this program, and I'm going to ask you, okay, so did you practice this? Yes. Did you become better at this? What did you notice? How did it work? When are you using it? Okay? Because I believe that you have a lot of opportunity in 6, 7, 8 weeks to actually have some real good progression with this. And remember, when you're making efforts, when you're climbing up that peak, when you're getting up those hills and the sides of the mountain there, you need to at some point sit down, relax, and enjoy the view. Now maybe this exercise that we've done could be excellent for it. So just a suggestion. You may take it. So I'm just going to read a little bit about what people are writing. The password is coming for sure. Let's see, do I see another question? No. Someone said, I learned how to forget my typing and close my eyes and let go. That's awesome. I asked you to forget the typing and the keyboarding and just be with yourself for a bit. That's the practice I'm talking about. Okay? So this is really awesome. I'm going to give you the password shortly. But before, I wanted to ask you, or tell you, this is only week 2 of 8 weeks, so there's so much to do. So focus on this week, see what you can accomplish, and how you can keep tracking it. See how you can make this practice part of your week, and then keep on trucking up on that mountain. Okay? Sometimes you will hit a barrier, a little stream that you have to cross, maybe a tree to climb over, maybe a few rocks on the path that you have to move. So sometimes you'll find something that's challenging, but you know what? The goal is still there, the mountain is still there, and hopefully your motivation is still there to keep going. So yeah, sit down for a little bit, figure it out, and keep on trucking. Just put yourself on that peak. Okay? One question here from Elena: what can you do if you're still breathing through your chest? Now, it is a little bit difficult, so I'm going to try to show you. I'm going to sit back a little bit. So my chest is here, and my belly is here, and this is how I test myself. Now, if I'm breathing in my chest, I feel this hand go up and down, right? But if I breathe through my belly, I feel that hand go up and down, and you can use your hand as a guide to be doing more breathing through your belly. And maybe in the beginning you have to maybe make a little bit of an effort because you need to kind of get it going. But once you have it going, then try to make it comfortable, okay? And just make sure that you're still going through your belly. It's called diaphragmatic breathing. It's one of the best tools that we have in our toolbox. Okay, I hope that works, and just check it out. Okay, so I hope this was all good. I enjoyed being with you. We had 66 people tonight, so approximately the same as before. And I wish you a lot of success and also enjoyment in this peak program. Keep on trucking, and here you go for the password that you need to gain the points to move on. We're talking about 9 snowshoers. Here it is. Write it down. 9 snowshoers. 9 snowshoers. I went snowshoeing today. After my work, I was tired of Zoom, so I had to go out, put snowshoes on, and walk about 5 kilometers. Okay, password is 9 snowshoers. I will likely see you again, and I'm looking forward to that. And then we'll do some more work. How about that? I wish you all a good couple of weeks, maybe 6 weeks, and then I'll see you later. No, Lena, not 9 snowshoes, 9 snowshoers. Just want to make it really clear because you definitely earned these points. You're welcome, Kaylin. It's awesome. You're welcome, Leonka. Good work, Curtis. Keep going, keep on trucking. Bye, Nick. Bye, Ryan. Bye, Kelly. Do a virtual wave. Do a virtual COVID bump. Bye, everyone. Have a good trek, and I can't wait to hear where the trek is leading you. So all the best. Take care. Take care of yourself and take care of people around you. Be kind. Bye bye.